What is going on, Black Conscious and Freaky family? We are back again for another discussion. Tonight's topic is HotepING for pussy. Yes. HotepING for pussy. That is the topic tonight. But before I get into that, I need to talk about a few things that are happening within the group. Alright, so first of all, I want to mention that this week has been very eventful. I kicked out around 8 moles. Actually, I discovered 8 moles within the group, and I kicked them out. What I mean by moles is, I mean people who, white people who pretend to be black people on Facebook. What they do is they put up a black profile picture, they add a bunch of black friends, they join a bunch of black groups, and they post nothing but black conscious things and pro-black things on their timeline. All the while, they're doing this to infiltrate black groups on Facebook, black movements, in order to destroy the group from the inside out. What they do is, once they join a group, you know, the admin or the moderators will add the person in thinking they're just a regular black person, a regular pro-black person. Every pro-black group out here deals with this. Every pro-black group out here deals with these fake-ass troll accounts. But anyway, what they do is they try to infiltrate these pro-black groups because they hate the fact that we have things just exclusively for black people. They hate the fact that we're trying to better ourselves in our community. But anyway, they will join these groups, and once they get inside, they'll flag post, report post to Facebook, flag the group, report the group, all to get the group shut down, to destroy the movement. They've been doing this for decades. We see this on a larger scale with like the COINTELPRO program, FBI, CIA. They'll have certain individuals, certain black individuals, or certain other individuals, sometimes white. For example, they'll have like a black person that's actually fighting for white supremacy, join the Black Panthers or the Nation of Islam to destroy the group inside out. And that's exactly how the Black Panthers was destroyed. And the Nation of Islam was infiltrated that way as well. Well, they're doing it on a smaller scale inside of black groups on Facebook. And this week I discovered that we had 8 moles within the group. I was going through Facebook profiles. I went through every single Facebook profile of all the members inside the group. I went through every single profile. And I discovered that 8 of the profiles were white people. Now tell me, why would a white person want to join a group called Black Conscious and Freaky? Come on now, think about that. We've had a huge increase in people having their post flagged. And so I was wondering, like, where are these coming from? Why are people flagging posts? Like, they'll flag and say a post contains nudity, when it'll be like a person like smiling, talking about how much they love black women or something like that, or a black woman holding her natural hair, something simple like that. So after doing some digging within the profiles, within the members section, I discovered that we had 8 white people that were pretending to be black people. And so I removed them. So we just have to be really careful at who we add into the group from now on. And I've already discussed these issues with the moderators and the other admins of the group. So we're looking out for those proactively. And I go through the members list weekly just to check to see if anything has changed, if any white people have tried to infiltrate the groups. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know what was happening with that. These white supremacists out here are sick. They will try to destroy anything that we have, any movement that we have, anything positive going that we have. They will try to destroy. It is in their nature to destroy or try to destroy what we have. But I won't allow that. I won't allow them to destroy Black Conscious and Freaky. I put a lot of work and energy into building this group, to building the image and the brand, and I'm putting a lot of work into it. It's my business. It's my dream. Is what I love to do. Is what I'm really into, and I'm not going to let white supremacy and white envy and jealousy destroy what I'm working towards, what I'm trying to build. And once the website goes up, guess what? It'll be nothing they can do. Nobody they can report to, nobody they can complain about, because the website belongs to me. I will be the owner, and if I don't want them there, I'll just remove them. I can block accounts, block IPs. I'll be able to do whatever I want because it'll be my website. But anyway, moving on to the meat of the discussion tonight, the actual topic that we're going to engage in. HotepING for pussy. What do I mean by HotepING for pussy? There is a group of black men on Facebook, and in real life, and offline I should say. There are a group of black men and women, but mostly black men from my experience. They pretend to care about black issues. They pretend that they care about the things that are happening within our community. The police shootings, the police murders, the police brutality, the mass incarcerations of black people, the strategic plan to abort babies by Planned Parenthood, the struggles and things that we go through within our community, all the things that we do to fight white supremacy, all the things that we go through because of white supremacy. They pretend to care about these things. They pretend that they go to these marches, or some of them might actually go to marches, but they pretend that they care about the issues within the black community. All along, they're just trying to get some pussy. I call it HotepING for pussy. These dudes do not give a fuck about the black community. They don't give a fuck about the fact that we are being systematically eliminated, systematically exterminated by white supremacy. They do not give a fuck about that. All they care about is getting some pussy. That's it. And I see this all day on Facebook. I've kicked guys out the group because of this. There was a guy in the group I kicked out probably about 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to mention his name. I don't mention names. I'm not going to mention any names. There was a guy within the group. I kicked him out about 2 weeks ago. A lot of women were complaining that he kept sending them dick pics. Yeah, we have guys in the group that send out dick pics randomly. I imagine that every woman who uses Facebook at some given point will receive a dick pic. That's almost guaranteed. There's a guy in the group. He was a fake Hotep ass dude. HotepING for pussy. What he did was, he'll pretend that he's into black issues. Like, you go to his profile, he has 4,000 friends. 3,900 of them are black women. He has nothing but black females as friends on Facebook. You look at his timeline, he has nothing but like things praising black women. Oh, you're so beautiful. I love natural hair. I love dark-skinned black women. Black women are perfect. Black women are gorgeous. Black men, we need to support our black women. Blah, blah, blah. XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Basically kissing ass. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have black men out here that actually care about the issues and struggles that black women go through. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you have this type of dude that will try to put on this persona, this image that he's all about black women and black women's empowerment. And you see the same thing with quote-unquote male feminists. Like, they just try to blend in and try to act like they care about the issues and topics that black women are into and they go through. All the while, they are just trying to get some quick ass. But anyway, you look at his profile. He has nothing but black females as friends. His profile is full of nothing but praising black women, like memes and different posts he's made. All of his photos are like him holding up like a black power fist, or with a necklace on and an Egyptian ankh, or he's like, he has a shirt off with his abs showing, with holding up a black power fist, or he might have on a dashiki, and you know, all these different things. All the while he's just trying to get some ass. And the way you can tell his true motives is pretty simple, because their true motives always come to light. It always comes to light. It always comes out. They'll always just randomly send you a dick pic, or you might be talking about one topic or another topic, and then suddenly the topic has become sex. You went from talking about police brutality to now he's talking about, do you give head? You went from talking about rebuilding the black family to, how do you like to lick balls? He'll ask you something crazy like that. These dudes are crazy. And I've heard women say this. They'll engage with a dude like this. They might talk for like a week or so. Woman might really be feeling him. Their conversations might be good. A lot of the conversations will be centered around things that are happening within the black community. Because the woman really thinks that he's an actual real dude. He actually cares about things that are happening within the black community. She thinks he's a decent guy. So she'll send him, so they'll engage in conversations, direct messages and things like that. She might give him her phone number eventually. All of a sudden, she'll just receive a dick pic one morning. Out of nowhere. Like, the last conversation they had could have been about a shooting in Charlotte. The next thing you know, he's sending her a dick pic. Now, some women might actually like that, but a lot of women are caught off guard. Like, there was no transition period. You went from talking about issues within the black community to talking about fucking. Like, how do you make that transition? Like, it just happens randomly. It wasn't organic at all. It was just like, hey, we need to end police brutality. Hey, you need to suck my dick. Like, you just, it was no transition. There was no moment. It was no reason for that to even happen. And that's what I mean when I say that true motives always come out. And a lot of times after they send the picture or they say a comment that's real sexual or something like that, and the woman's not feeling it, they'll try to play it off like, oh, I'm playing, or they might try to change the subject. A lot of times they'll get angry and they'll be like, fuck you, bitch. And then clearly you know that that's all they wanted was sex. But a lot of times they try to play it off. So if you're not really feeling that, if you're not really trying to pursue this dude for sex, then, you know, you need to make that clear right away. But they always reveal their motives. A code word that you have to look out for is the word rebuild. Once they start talking about, we need to rebuild, queen, we need to rebuild the black family structure, we need to rebuild black power. Once they start talking about rebuild, that's how you can clearly know that you have a HotepING for pussy dude on your hands. You have a person that just wants some sex. He doesn't care about black issues. But let's talk about the dick pic situation. What is the logic behind the dick pic? Do guys actually believe that, like, well, I guess it works sometimes. I mean, crazy as it may sound, but it actually works sometimes. But the logic is retarded. Like, I send a woman a dick pic, and then she's like, oh my god, it looks so good, let me send her my address. Like, is that how it works? Or, it looks so good, let me send her my phone number. It looks so good, like, let's hook up in real life. Is that how it works? I mean, I imagine, like, if you cast the net wide enough, if you add enough black women and you talk to enough black women at one time, and you send enough black women dick pics, like, one or two might be interested. So I guess it works, but, like, it's just crazy. The logic behind it is retarded. You send a woman a dick pic, and then she's just magically supposed to be like, oh my god, it looks so good, let me just send him my address so he can come over here and fuck me. Like, the logic is crazy to me. But it'll get to a point where he'll do something where as though he's just showing that he just wants sex. He doesn't care about what's happening within our community. He doesn't care about the system of white supremacy and how it's systematically destroying us. All he wants is sex, and he's using the pro-black community and the conscious community to have a common interest with the woman, so they have something to talk about, so he can engage in her closer. And a lot of women fall for this, because there's so many black women out here that are lonely, so many black women that have been abused by black men, so many black women have been in bad relationships, or they might just be at a point where they've focused on their career so long that they haven't been in a relationship in a while. And so when they have a guy showing them interest, they really latch on to that. Or it might be a woman who has low self-esteem, like a lot of dark-skinned black women do. She might have low self-esteem. Or it might be a chick with a natural hair who's not really that comfortable with her natural hair, and he's liking her photos and saying how beautiful she looks and all these different things. And so these women really latch onto these guys, and they really start to feel these guys. But all these guys want is sex. And they'll just start randomly sending you dick pics, or start sending you messages, crazy messages, talking about all the things they want to do to you, or they might send you their phone number. There's guys out here that send you their address. You know, it's crazy ass guys out here. Well, my point is, I call this Hotep pimping. Hotep pimping. Because they don't give a fuck about the black community. They don't give a fuck about black women. They just want sex. They use the black community, the interests that we have, the movements that we have, the topics that we talk about. The movements that we have, like talking about how we can end police brutality, the marches. You have a strong selection of black people that are into like the Egyptian culture. They might latch on to that. All the while, they don't care. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They just want some sex. And I've seen tons of dudes out here that are really into that'll use the pro-black and conscious community to get sex. There's tons of guys out here. Look at their profile, look at their friends list, look at their timeline. You can automatically tell what they're about, what they want. They just want sex. And it's usually the ones that specifically praise dark-skinned black women for some reason. But in general, it's the ones that really praise natural hair. And it's really the ones that all they talk about is black women and how much they love black women. Look at their timeline, and all their posts are talking about how much they love black women. They probably HotepING for sex. No, I'm not saying you don't have guys out here that are that aren't genuine. Because you do have guys out here that actually care about black women. I myself am one. I care about black women. I love black women. One of the reasons I created this group was to unite black people and black women in a place where we can all come together, talk about sexuality within the conscious community and within the pro-black community. Because a lot of people think that since we're pro-black or conscious, we're like nuns. We don't even engage in stuff like that, but it's not true. So that was one of the motives I had around creating this group. I wanted a centralized location where we can come together and talk about sexuality, because it's such an important topic within our community. Such a big topic. But anyway, that's one of the reasons I created this group. And so, because of the nature of this group, because the group is centered around sex and intimacy and romance and love, it's almost like a fly trap for hotep pimping. It's almost like a fly trap for those types of dudes. And there's really no way to keep them out, because it's impossible for me to go through each and every profile and then make a judgment on whether I think they're a hotep pimp or not. There's no way for me to do that. I don't really have the time to do that. And on top of that, the group isn't exclusively for conscious and pro-black individuals. Anyone black can join. All I ask you to do is to respect black women and to respect the culture and respect our community. That's all I really ask. So anybody can join. But the group is a magnet for dudes like this. So ladies, my suggestion is that if you are out here and you are using Facebook to date, or you just come across a couple guys, or maybe one guy that you really feel and you really digging him, and he seems to be in the pro-black community heavy, he seems to care about black issues and struggles heavy, he seems to really focus on promoting black women and talking about how much he loves black women and things like that, it's a strong chance that he is hotep pimping. He doesn't really give a fuck about what's happening within the community. He's just trying to get some conscious pussy, so to speak. So really look out for that. And a lot of times these same dudes will be married. They'll actually be married in real life. They'll actually have a girlfriend in real life, and they're just using Facebook and the internet in general to get some side sex, to get some side pussy. They don't actually care about what's going on in our community. They don't actually care that we're being gunned down in the streets every day. They don't care about mass incarceration. They don't care about how Planned Parenthood is targeting our community and responsible for thousands of abortions a week. They don't care about any of that stuff. They don't care. They just want sex. So, ladies, my suggestion is, and my recommendation is that before you engage with a dude online, before you give out your personal information, like your phone number, for example, really dig into their profile. Really look at what they have. Look at what they post. Look at the type of content they share. Talk to them for a long time. Don't just talk to a dude for a week and feel like you know him. You know, you could be in a relationship with a guy for 10 years and never know him. So really get to know these people before you put yourself out there like that. Because there's a lot of guys out here that are just hotep pimping, looking to get some conscious pussy, some natural hair pussy. I've seen it. There's guys on my timeline right now that are doing this. There's guys in the group that probably are doing this. So really look out for those types of dudes, because they don't have the best intentions in mind for you or our community. They don't give a fuck about they don't care about what happens in our community. They don't. They're just looking for sex. And you see this a lot as well within the polygamy groups. They'll be like, we need to rebuild the black family, we need to rebuild the black community, and so we need to really engage in polygamy. all the while they just looking for a situation where as though they can have sex with a lot of women, and just that's it. They just want to have sex with a lot of women. That's pretty much it. They don't really care about building the black community, nation building as they call it. They don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. All they're looking for is quick sex. So ladies, really look out for these dudes that are hotep pimpy. Really dig into their profile, look into their friends list. If the majority of their friends list is black women, that's an indicator. If they are a part of like a bunch of different pro-black groups dealing with black women, that's an indicator. If they post a picture with their shirt off, holding up a black power fist, and they have like 50 likes and all of them are black women, pro-black women, that's an indicator. You know, if you're talking to this dude, you know, 1 minute you're talking about you know, police brutality. 1 minute you direct messaging him and y'all talking about one thing. The next minute he's sending you a dick pic. That's an indicator. A dude who sends a dick pic that's like the biggest indicator you can get. That right there off the top tells you that all he wants is sex. Now, if that's all you want, that's fine. If all you're looking for is sex, that's completely fine. If you're an adult, hey, you can do what you want to do. That's fine. But if you're actually looking for a relationship, like a lot of women are, if you're actually looking for like a long-term relationship or a relationship in general, not just sex, these dudes are the worst kinds of dudes you can come across. Because they'll pretend to be involved in like anything you like. It could be outside of the pro-black and conscious community. These guys are like predators. They're like chameleons. Anything you share on your timeline or anything you like, they will pretend that they like. You can share a video of Alicia Keys. You can share a song you like. You can share your favorite cereal. You can share your favorite type of clothing, anything. And they'll be like, yeah, I like that too. We should talk about that. We should connect. But yeah, and my words to the fellas out here that do that is you guys are scum. If all you want is sex, there are women out here that want that. There's Facebook groups out here like that. There are dating websites out here like just for that. Shit, they got prostitutes. If all you want is sex, get a prostitute. But I just hate these types of hotep dudes who prey on like black women who have low self-esteem or who have been in bad relationships or who are lonely. I hate these types of dudes that prey on these women, pretending that they care about them, pretending that they care about the struggles within our community. Excuse me, I got a little cold coming on. But they pretend that they care about the things that are happening in our community and the things that are happening with black women. And all the while, they just want sex. I hate that. I completely hate that. So ladies, watch out for dudes that are trying to hotep pimp. They trying to get that hotep pussy. Watch out for the hotep pimpers. Please, watch out for the hotep pimps. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about anything. All they want is sex. That's pretty much it for tonight's discussion. Thanks for joining me. If you are listening to this podcast / discussion and you're not part of Black Conscious and Freaky, make sure you join the group. Facebook.com/groups/Black Conscious Freaky. We are a growing group. I think we're at like 2,300 members right now, so we're definitely a growing community. You don't have to be pro-black or even conscious to join a group. I just ask that you join the group and you respect black women and you are very respectful in the types of things you post. Don't post nudity because I don't want Facebook to shut the group down or shut people's profiles down. So just be careful what you post. Look at the rules once you join the group. Follow those rules. And just be good. That's pretty much it. What else did I want to mention? That's pretty much it. I'm working on a novel right now, and it's called Bringing Work Home, so I'm going to keep updates on that. I'm going to put it on Amazon, and I'm also going to post snippets in the group. It's called Bringing Work Home. That's the novel I'm working on. It's about a black woman who was in a destructive relationship. Her and her husband are facing financial difficulties, and so she picks up a job as a phone sex operator. And she really starts to feel one of the people that calls consistently. And so she engages in a relationship with the guy on the side. It's going to be a great book. I'm working on it and I'm about 2/3 of the way done. So that book is coming soon. I'm also going to start posting a lot of my short stories within the group. So look out for those. I'll be posting one within the next 2 weeks, so check out that. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the Hotep pimps. I hate those fucking dudes. I hate them so much. Let me know what you think about the Hotep pimps, the Hotep dudes that stalk Facebook and different online communities. Let me know your thoughts. Peace, family. Good night.